What do you do when you wake up to the news that the Department of Defense has reissued a 2016 operating manual and added the use of lethal force against U.S. citizens? What do you do with that information, folks? Well, the first thing you do is you spread it because it's true. I'm going to drop in the description of this video the original 2016 Department of Defense operating manual. And first off, in my opinion, 2016 was disturbing enough. It talks about surveillance and broadband use and how they can surveil you, how they can search our state National Guardsmen, right? But to know that for some reason, 2.5 weeks before the 2024 presidential election, they felt the need to go in and correct and change and add an entire section about how the Department of Defense can come in, support local law enforcement up and until lethal force has been used against U.S. citizens. That includes death and serious bodily harm. Now, a lot of people are talking about this. Like I said, I'm going to drop the links for you. Go do your own research. But let me tell you what this tells me. This tells me that every video that I've done for you guys in the last 3 months telling you that they are preparing for something was correct. It tells me that our federal government does not trust us, their employers, right? Because that's who we are when you look at the Constitution. The American citizen is actually the government. The government works for us. But they are now giving themselves permission to not only surveil us, record us, document about us, and share it amongst intelligence agencies within the federal government. They are now giving themselves permission to injure and unalive us on our tax dollars. Now, you might ask yourself, why? Well, obviously, they're expecting the election results to make somebody unhappy in this country, folks. And let's be honest, that is what's going to happen. If the conservatives win, you're going to see a Black Lives Movement happen all over the country again, but this time because they're going to say we stole the election. They're going to burn, they're going to injure, and they're going to destroy because that's their playbook. We have seen them do it repeatedly. If the liberals win, I think you're going to see people stand up in unison in this country and say enough is enough. You're communist and socialist. That is not what my Constitution promises me. And I'm not going to live under that any longer. So either way, you're going to have an unhappy person when the election results come in. I've even warned you guys, when Trump wins, let's just go ahead and speak it in the affirmative action. When Trump wins, what is going to happen to these 30 million illegal aliens? Okay, now some of them, and I've heard percentages up to 60%, are single males of fighting age. What do you think that 60% of 30 million are going to do when they realize that they are going to be rounded up, placed in holding until plane tickets and planes can be set up, and then they're going to be shipped back to their country of origin? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to run and hide. They're going to pillage and plunder. They're going to do whatever they can to stay put in this country that they illegally broke into. So I need everybody to really seriously think about what's fixing to happen in this country. If you are not prepared for any situation, I need you to do that today, guys. Just get a bag, any bag that zips. One that's water resistant or waterproof would be better, but it's okay if you don't have it. That's what Ziploc bags are for, right? I need you to just go to the library, or if you've got a copier in your house, make copies of all your pertinent documentation, Social Security card, your birth certificate, your license, your deed to your home, the title to your car. I need you to put it in waterproof bags and get it into that bag. That bag is now called a bug out bag. It's a bag that you can grab quick in case of any situation. On top of that, I need you to slip even if you just have $5, and that's all you've got, friend, put it in that bag, okay? You'll thank me later. If you've got a lot of expensive stuff or heirlooms worth money, write them down on a sheet of paper, tuck it in the bag. If you've got serial numbers to items, put it on that piece of paper. Get all that together. Just trust me. It'll take you an hour or two, but you'll be very thankful at some stage in your life that you've already been prepared for whatever. If you've got radiation pills or water purification tablets or one of those little bitty silver blankets that can be used to retard fires or keep you from freezing, drop that in there too, because they don't weigh very much. Now that you've got that done, you're prepared for an any or all event, and I would highly encourage you to practice your Second Amendment right, especially if you live in a city, a Democrat-ran city. Guys, anything could happen, okay? If you've got a Bible, put a Bible in your bag, because the Word of God, it says in there, it's more important than physical food for us. So you're going to want that spiritual nourishment. You don't want your phone. Phones are probably going to go down. We may end up under martial law. You need to be prepared for anything, because when the Department of Defense gives itself permission to shoot American citizens, we're in trouble. They didn't need that in 2016. They didn't need it in 2020, but they need it in 2024. What's the difference? 30 million illegal aliens? That's the main difference. And they know that the American citizens, the true lovers of this country, regardless of what color, what sex, what origin they are, we are tired of our country being stolen, and they know it. And they themselves are preparing. So I want you to watch this real quick clip of where I got this information. Go back, watch his long form video. It's going to give you a lot more information than I did. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, folks. Wake up. We're running out of time, baby. We're running out of time.
Because I almost didn't believe it. In 2016 version, the directive primarily focused on intelligence collecting and ensuring civil liberties protections for U.S. persons. I like civil liberties. It emphasizes strict oversight and the need for authorization before collecting U.S. person information. So like, warrants and stuff. However, the 2024 version expands the military's role, particularly in assisting civil law enforcement, and authorizes lethal force under specific conditions, raising questions about its use during potential civil unrest surrounding the election. Okay, so what the Zero Head article here is referencing and accusing is that there's been language changes from the 2016 to the 2024 directive for the Department of Defense, saying that now they can assist civilian police and they are authorized to use lethal force, and that's the change. Well, we're going to jump over.
He's going to say anything stupid.
Look, you all know it. We can't have 4 more years of this. We won't have 4 more years of it.